and then Astralis wins Dust 2. And you're like, okay, what is going on in this series? We can't expect anything anymore. We genuinely have no clue what's going to happen on this third map. Either one of these teams can win. In my brain, this is a complete coin flip. Whoever shows up, whoever has the individuals popping off with the big performances, that's who's going to take this game.
Yeah, all the facts, all the, speculation is out the window. At this point, this is a raw best of one between Astralis and players to see who is going to the PGL Major in Antwerp. It all happens here, and Astralis will start off on the CT side.
They will, and what is the buy going to be like? Okay, so no kit. Zip goes for the smoke flash nade. No kit for the CTs. 3 over towards B, and there is going to be the face from Glaive. He's playing close middle, and there it is. Oh, but they're running straight at him. They're going straight up mid. It's Farleek and Glaive. They have the crossfire. Can they make anything happen?
Farleek going to be taken down. Glaive in the back line, peeks out and only gets one. Inters. Hot to drop here. Picks up 2 frags on a Glock, and he's going to get a bomb planted as well. Blame F's in the back, and he spots the head of Nafany, and does leave them in a 3 versus 3 now.
Ooh, and Axile's holding for Config. He walks up. There's no way he clears it. Config, he's too good. Lands the USP headshot. Entry flash going out into the site. That's going to blind Hobbit and Pit, but they don't scale off the back of it. Smoke nade dropped on top of Hobbit to cause problems. Enters in the site. He's got 2 already. Can he get more? The third is there. And Hobbit, he knows there's a man above him, and he lands the headshot. Config drops. They don't have a kit. Blame F is looking for him, but Hobbit is playing around in the smoke and playing it to absolute perfection. Blame F not going to be able to get the kill and the defuse. That is it. The round is done. Hobbit clutches it out with 2.
Hobbit on the Glock burst, shutting things down as he taps his way through the last man and secures the pistol round for players on a T side of Inferno here. Buy coming straight off the back of it as well. AK's out, SMG for Axile, and Inters. Nothing intermediate about his play on the pistol. 3 frags, all of them better than the last.
And he was struggling in the first 2 maps. He's been bottom fragging the server this entire series. Across the 2 maps, I don't think he's even got up above 20 kills total across 2 maps. And now he starts off this game with 3 kills on the pistol. And that can be the difference between you winning or losing this game. If your player that's been underperforming comes up with a massive performance in the 3rd map, that could be what qualifies you for the major.
It's exactly what you need to start things off right. Blame F, he's jiggle peeking, and he's seen a bit of the head. Does have the smoke primed, drops it, and they reply back with one of their own. They're walking off from the top of Banana though, and they do still have a ton of time into this round. 1 minute and 10 seconds. They've got utility, and they don't need to overcommit. Blame F. Wow, through the smoke. Hefty tag on Nafany.
One thing they don't have is flashes. And that makes it almost impossible to go into B. The only way you can really go into B without flashes is if you have the full Molotov execute, which they don't. They only have the 1 Molotov on Axile. So this has forced them into A. Now, when you have low utility like this and you don't have flashes, generally you want to target long because you can smoke off library, you can smoke off arch and take the long range fights with the rifles, and you don't need flashes to go up. That's exactly what they're doing, and they're going to also have the lurk up pulse. This should just be the 3-1-1. You'll have 1 going up short, and then these 3 players going up long.
Double smoke so they can wrap in through the back, looking for the heads. The Eagles trying to headhunt an opportunity to open the round back up for Astralis, but it's 2 players downed. The man on the side's gonna fall. Blame F gets 1 bite in before he buckles, and it's all down to Zip in a 1v4. A round that's completely gone. If he found an exit, he'd count his blessings. But this seems like it should just be an easy pickup for players as they take a 2-0 lead.
And that is a perfect example of players recognizing their win condition. Have to give credit to Nafany for that call, because that's exactly what they needed to do. Without the flashes, you can't go into B. Without the utility, going up short, very difficult. Again, another spot where you do need flashes, because there is the crossfire from pit and sight. If you're not able to isolate, that's going to be a huge headache for you. So they go up long. It's their 1 spot where they have the best win condition. And again, has to be pointed out, Inters winning that fight with Config and Halls. If he drops, that's a gun down, an AK down, of all things, that Config would have been able to recover. So if he doesn't find that kill, that round completely falls apart because there's no one inside of Halls to trade him, and then Config is going to be inside Halls, long range, fighting towards long with an AK.
So a good start on the T side here. Players getting everything they want so far. And for Astralis, there is no money to reinvest. You can just have the weapons you carried over in the 5-7 and the Deagle. Early fight towards top of Banana, and a Molotov's going to come in. If they wanted to, you could try and set up here for a bit of a bait play. Send one player down, hope the player's hard committing to the site, and then all peek together off the contact. And Nafany, he's clearing it with a Mat 10, so money to be made here, Davey.
Yeah, he's just going to go in and scout out the stack. That's the purpose of sending the Mac 10 in. Now he knows there's at least 2 more in B. That should be the call that they're stacking it. And they shouldn't... Oh, he spotted him. He's seen the gun barrel, right? Yeah, he must have. He's saying things. He still has his crosshair here. So he knows there's one in window. Okay, this is actually interesting, though. Never mind, it's not at all. They're going back to B. I was going to say, because Glaive has this control, they wouldn't expect them to be stacked up towards A, and Astralis was running back over to the A site regardless, and I was like, oh, they are actually going to be stacked here. They might run into it, blah, blah, but then, of course, they just ran back over to B, so...
Okay, this gets a little bit awkward. The attention goes off a balcony. God, Shiro, please kill him.
Please just shoot him.
Yeah, what's going on
Just
here?
one bullet, please.
Ooh, and
Thank
he gets
you.
dinked. Yikes.
Thank you so much, though. I needed that emotionally.
No, yeah, that was terrifying.
I couldn't handle it.
That was a bit worrying.
It was stressing me out. I was about to have a panic attack.
Please just kill him.
Please, please.
What are you doing?
There's just a single bullet.
What are you doing?
Just a morsel of a bullet.
Yeah,
Please.
just a small sliver of damage. It's like Oliver Twist. Please, can I have some more? No, says Hobbit as he smacks Blame F in the face.
No money for you.
Yeah, throws the bowl of soup straight at him. Or was it porridge?
It was porridge, I think.
Was it porridge?
Dude, who cares?
I mean, yeah,
Same
well,
thing.
Oliver Twist fanatics worldwide, Davey, that's who cares. Oliver Twist fanbase.co.uk are going to be livid. So I hope you're happy.
Obviously, other Oliver Twist fan groups are available.
I'd hope so.
Reminds me of that Jackass skit. Remember when they had the dude walk into the room carrying all the soup?
Yeah.
And they had the giant hand.
hand that
did-
just- yeah.
just clotheslined it.
Yikes.
Oh, that's classic.
That would be painful. Blame F being a giant hand here as he comes swinging out, forms a fist, and punches Axile down. There's a reply back from Hobbit, though, onto Zip. That's his second kill of the round. And they're going to wide swing on the close smoke. Nafany was ready with a Galil. So nothing there for Astralis. And this is another round going heavy-handedly to players. Glaive just walks out and takes the fight. He will not win against Inters.
And Inters is 5-1 now. I think he's already close to getting his total kills from the last map.
Yeah.
Right now. I think he got 8 to finish off that last one. So he's already up to 5, and he's winning crucial gunfights as well. If he can take down the Op of Farley here, oh, look at him go.
Wow.
He is on one now. He has woken up. He was disappointed with his performance in the first 2, and he's like, you know what, guys? Thanks for getting us to map 3. I got this now.
He's come online. He's hitting his shots. And he's giving players that extra edge they needed. Hobbit as well did a great job of stopping any potential anomalies occurring towards the top of Banana. Lovely tap at the end here, though. Beautiful bombardment with the bullets. And Astralis, again, just forcing up around the pistols they're going to bring out here. Little bit of utility there. Ooh, they do go running down Banana, and Config gets potentially 2 kills from this. Oh, Blame F. He lands the deagle shot onto Axile, and they can grab both of those guns.
Flashes were perfect. That's an AK recovered. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get Axiles. I think it's on the other side of the smoke. But again, more nade damage now onto Shiro. So Astralis on their force buy. Starting it off well. Shiro does get tagged down to 7, but Config gets the information, and honestly, this is fine. Blame F. He's still here. He's been able to recover the AK. He still has control of Banana, and Shiro's now down to 7 HP. No one saw a thing, Hobbit. Don't worry. Oh, more nade damage as Hobbit gets chunked down to 56. Inters. He's been the man of this game so far. He still has full HP, has the utility. He is going to be attempted to get boosted up here as Hobbit is going up onto the railing, jumps up onto porch. Molotov is good, forces the man off along. There's 3 CTs here. Hobbit hasn't been able to find anything, and they want to walk back to B, but the re-clear towards top mid. No, Hobbit gets 1. He's not able to be traded. He hasn't been found. Oh, and Astralis, they give up the man advantage.
They give up the control of brackets. And players straight back at it here in the 5th round. Taking the push round on Arch. Starting to slip up on quad as well. Nadun to pit. Farlig with the info. Will call for the rotate back from his teammates. Hobbit, he's got to clear out. He's looking towards site first. They need to find Farlig because they can't get the bomb down. He's planting off to the 3-second mark. It's not going to happen.
What? What happened? Inters. He didn't get into the site. He didn't plant the bomb. Why?
I don't know.
Well, at least none of them die.
Yeah.
So they did still get the kills on. I'm really looking for a silver lining.
It's a stretch, but yeah.
They kept all their guns up. They didn't die after time. But what?
It's so weird. So weird. The one player in the pit, they took so long to clear out the site. He just doesn't plant. He plants at the 3-second mark.
They didn't even. But the guy in pit, he wasn't even contesting.
No, yeah, he was just waiting.
Turtling. Yeah, he was just hiding inside of Mini, waiting for the plant. And he's like, I guess we win. Great. So now they are going fast up middle. They have found the Opera Farlig. He's not able to land the shot, but Glaive is. It's a headshot onto the in-game leader. And he makes his way into the pit. And there's the fast long play. Glaive gets traded. It's a 4v4, and they're going into the A site. Config has to react with the aggression towards short. He finds Hobbit, and Farlig jumps up on the box, and he gets the second. The flick over. Shiro is out on the balcony, and he's got 2-1 Deeks. It's a 1v2, and Zip is going to swing in and not allow him to reposition. Don't give him the chance to bring his op out. Whew, and Astralis pick up their second, but another close one.
Okay. This is not a normal game of Inferno.
No.
Already, the crazy plays, the hefty hits, everything's happening. Farlig with the full frontal assault on the AWP. Shiro. Despicable double deeg. And the scoreline does go 4-2. You can't be killing chickens. Come on.
This is getting ridiculous.
What are you doing?
We've been over this.
Who is he? Colonel Sanders?
No.
I didn't think so.
He's not even cooking them.
Nope.
It's just murder.
Ooh. Herbs and spices coming in towards Banana as Nafany drops down to just 45 HP. They do go for the counter boost, and they're going to look towards the top, see if there is any aggression. Meanwhile, over at A, there's a bit of a noise complaint in the apartments as we see bullets being fired off through the wall. So a lot of early damage on Banana, and the CTs have just backed off. Ooh. Players re-aggressing towards the top. That smoke might toy with them.
Yeah, it's not great for either team. That's one of those ones where everyone's looking at it like,
what is this?
This sucks. Like for the CTs, you're like, damn, we wasted a smoke on that. And for the Ts, you're like, wait, what's that? Why is that there? This is odd.
This is suspicious.
Is there a player sitting in it and they're about to pop flash him? Like, what's going on? Instead, pressure being applied towards middle, and now the B hit's coming.
Flash in, they go for the push. Ooh, there's the frag from Blame F in the back, as he will be able to hit that kill onto Nafany. Ooh, all the frags going away to CTs as well. Axel, the only one to actually get one back in favor of his team, but he doubles down, gets the second, and he's got the bomb to work with. Going to plant just in front of first oranges, but Farlig, he's on a fast rotate, coming towards CT. He re-smokes it. This isn't a great angle to be left in, though. He's playing close. They're going to be walking up. He finds the adjustment shot onto Config, kills him, down to the 1v2. Oh, big dink onto Glaive, leaves him on 38 HP. But Astralis stay alive and get the round.
Axile, I really thought he was going to pull off that ace clutch, man. I really did. When he peeked out and it was just the MP9 of Glaive to contest him, if he lands that headshot, he knows exactly where Farlig is. And you could tell in his brain, he was already getting ready for the next fight, because as he was swinging out to fight Glaive, he was backing up towards the coffins so that Farlig couldn't peek out and trade him instantly. So he was ready for the next fight. If he just landed that shot, he could have potentially picked up that ace, and that would have been ridiculous. And it would have just been fitting for what's been going on in this game so far.
All the show-stopping plays on the third map, Inferno, it's where they normally tend to turn up. The Banana battle really heating up here, though. All of the potassium is on fire. Astralis trying to punish. They push down towards the bottom.
Ooh, and usually we've seen players contesting this, but this time they're all just grouped up at the ramp. They want to go for the flash retake. There was a moment there where I thought they were going to go through the smoke and catch them as they were walking down. They decide not to do it. They want to wait it out. Just let Astralis burn their utility before they decide to go through. Blame F is going to stay close, though. Flash towards the ramp is just going to be a little annoying. Just show some presence. They're like, hey, we are still here. And the flash retake is going to be on the way. Molotov for Maxile is actually going to clear out Blame F. Oh, he's so mad right now at Config. It's like, why? Why didn't you smoke me? Why did you smoke the bottom? As Blame F drops, and it's Zip here. He's by himself, not Config. My apologies, it is Zip. And he just let him down there. Glaive with the swing. That's 2 back.
Gets the first 2 frags. He wants even more. Inters, though, on a heater this time around. 8-3. Connects the bullet. And Farlig, he's ready for the cross. Scoped in. 25 seconds left. Push will come to shove. They swing out together. The back line from Zip. But it all goes down to the 1v1. Shiro, he's got the bomb. He'll get the plant. And it's up to Config to deny this.
And he has the M4. He has the kit. Shiro's now tucked himself away at New Box. Might have just shown himself. No. Config's walking up. And the thing is right now for Config is Shiro could be anywhere. He could be backhaul, banana, back sight. And Config has to tap the bomb and try to get that info as soon as possible. Flash over above. He's looking now. The tap is out. The shot is there. And Config lands it. Shiro can't hit the shot. He peeks out early. He tries to take him while Config is looking towards other spots. Instead, he walks out. Config was aware of it. He finds the kill and finds another round. Astralis, time and time again, are just barely pulling these rounds out.
4-4. Players take the first 4 rounds of the game. Astralis get 4 back now on the spin. But like you were saying, none of these rounds have been incredibly decisive. It's all been down to the wire. What a scary feat here we've been witnessing.
Just a reminder, this is the game to qualify for the major in Antwerp. One of these 2 teams will be there. This is map 3. Scan the QR code on the screen right now to get your tickets. It's either going to be Astralis or players. One of them, by the end of this map, will know that they have been the first team from EURMRB to qualify. What a game so far and because the players keeps getting these bomb plants and they keep getting so many kills that they keep forcing into it. And it's a good call. If they win 1 round, Astralis is completely reset. They have no money left in the bank. And Glaive again is relegated to the MP9.
Flash up middle. Smoke gonna go round towards Archside. Little bit of counter utility so that Farlig can peek out from Boiler. Walk in towards apartments as well. And there's a trade of damage to the CTs. They reposition around it. The AWP's going to be scoped down towards bottom mid. Farlig misses the shot though. Whoa, that got dangerous.
So close. He was crossing to try to get over towards long right when the player popped up inside of the little pit. Was able to find the damage, but the B play's coming, and again, it's just going to be the pop-in.
The players' killer bees are on the swarm into the B site. But can Astralis hold the hive as the push is here? Zip will fall. That's the opening frag on the SMG. Blame F, he gets 2. Hungry for a 3rd as well. Wide swings round, but the nade of Glaive will blow Axile to bits. 30 seconds on the clock. Inter's rotating round to support Hobbit. He's looking out. Facing towards CT. Farlig's there with the AWP. The smoke will come in. He hits the shot onto Hobbit, and it's all down to Inters in a 1v3. They run through the smoke. He hits the headshot. 16 seconds. He's got to plant the bomb. They're going to push from either side, try and split him down the middle, but they don't actually hard commit to this. He gets the bomb off. He walks into the smoke with his back turn. He's got the timing off. This could be insane for Inters. All he's got to do is play it to perfection. Sprays against Config into the 1v1. Farlig jumps on a bomb, tries to bait him to re-peek. He's going into the back. He's going to line up the shot and shut it down. Enters the madman for players, clutches it out. That is disgusting.
1 versus 3. The initial flash through the smoke is actually perfect. He's full blind, but he hears the sound cues right before the play is made. So he sprays while blind, gets the kill, and then in the 1 versus 2 finds the perfect timing to phase into that smoke. Config comes through at the exact moment Inters walks into it, and he pulls off the 1v2, plays it to absolute perfection. Now, the only thing I'm curious about is Farlig had pushed up through backhaul as he was planting the bomb. I feel like Farlig should have been able to see if he crossed the backside or not. Clearly didn't, right? He obviously wasn't holding that line. In my head, I was like, as soon as he's not near default, Farlig, who was in backhaul, if he was just holding the backside cross as the bomb was getting planted, then there's no way he could be backside. But I guess Farlig didn't peek out that far. And it's a crucial mistake. It's a crucial mistake, and Inters takes full advantage of it. And now they've completely reset Astralis off of the back of so many close rounds in a row. Shiro recovers the op, but both teams so low on money because it's been so back and forth. We see Galil's, Mac 10s, of course the op on Shiro, but still no money in the bank for either team. This game is on a knife's edge.
Just complete chaos. Ooh. So close to having an opening frag on the AWP Shiro as well towards Banana. A full stop would have been inflicted there. Axel, he tries to tuck away with a Mac 10 as the flash comes around, but there's no kill. Just an awkward amount of commotion. Finally, the frag onto BlameF as he'll buckle under the pressure. And the CTs now in a 4 versus 5. Again, re-aggressing with Config close towards the wall. Turns the flash. Axel, he'll hold with the SMG whilst his teammates maraud their way towards middle.
Oh, and Config, he can land these, gets Gush through the wall, does still eventually get the kill. Down to just 2 HP as it is the 3-man stack over here towards A, and you can see players, they want to go back to B. They know Config's lit. They know they probably left him by himself, and the re-clear towards middle is perfect from Astralis. That should be the rotations now going back over to B. Here they all come. 4v4 on the B site.
Someone's in for a big fright. But who's going to be hitting their shots? Hobbit starts it off. Nafany as well with a snapshot back onto Config. Farlig, he'll fall, and it's all on Xyp9x. Running into Ruins, but the round is ruined for Astralis. No chance of a success here. And this will be the 6th picked up for players. On a tear on a T side. Hobbit is 12 for 4. Inters 11 for 4. Wow.
And that's the difference. Inter showing up has been the difference. Remember, did not have a great time in the first 2 maps. Second map, I think he only had 8 kills. First map wasn't much more than that, if it was more than that. And so for him to show up now, not only getting opening kills, he's winning clutches. He's doing so much, and it is so massive for this team to have him performing this well. Cannot be understated.
And this is incredible. The 3rd map, Inferno, both of these teams traded their map picks here. And if you're just joining us, you've done well to tune in now. The 3rd and final map between 2 teams battling it out for a spot at a PGL Major in Antwerp. And players, they've got 2 rounds of edge to work with on the T side. Astralis, they're going for a crunch out middle. They're going to run it down. There's an AWP waiting for them. Shiro, his crosshairs flicked off. They're getting close towards the bottom of mid. They dive round the corner. The AK unloads. BlameF with 1, and the T's shut down the rest.
Yeah, BlameF got the only kill of the round, and the money there for Astralis now, it's still not great. Farlig will be able to glass cannon, but this buy isn't going to be ideal. I just checked, Jack. In the first 2 maps, Inter's got a total of 14 kills.
Wow.
In 2 maps with 33.9 ADR. So far, in this game, Inter's has 11 kills and 104 ADR. So that is a massive swing in performance. And you can see, based on the scoreboard, how much it's helped the players' team.
Yeah, complete change. He started off with a triple on the pistol round, and you could see from there it was a different story from what we had been seeing in the series so far. This is a different round though. Round 12 to be precise. Aggression towards Banana again early on from Astralis. A lot of damage done onto Glaive. He's brought down to 66 HP. And they're grouping up with a 4-man setup on the A side.
Yep, they're leaving Zip here. Nade is going to be huge. Tons of damage done. That's Axile and Shiro each taking a big chunk. And he's got more nades. But them retaking bottom B is going to mean the rotation comes in. Glaive's going to be boosted. I'm assuming he's going to drop this nade down to Zip so he can use it. Maybe a little bit. There you go. Thanks, bud. You're making me look smart there.
Yeah, give him that HE. We'll see how much impact the high explosive will have. 40 seconds on the clock. Bomb towards Banana. T's revving their engines, ready for this one. Hobbit, he's causing some commotion as well as he slips in towards Arch side. Xyp9x, he's still ready for the hold. Hard spam on the Famous. Hits the head. The HE could be lethal as well.
HE doing a bit of damage. Hobbit's actually here in CT. They know he's here, though. He's in the library. If he wins out on this fight, he actually doesn't even need to win the fight. He's just delaying the rotations, but it's not going to matter. The players inside of the B site are able to find the kills. Inters, that was a task too tall for that man. We've seen him pull off a clutch in this game so far, but the 1v5 is just a little bit too much for him. And Hobbit inside of Library was doing a great job delaying Farlig's rotation. It gave his teammates the chance to have the 3 versus 2 on the players inside of B, but it just doesn't matter. Astralis, Xyp9x, and Glaive, they hold it down. They just don't let them into the B site at all. And Astralis answer back. They pick up their 5th. And now we're back on this. We're back in this situation where the money for the T's just isn't there. Nade to deny information. They're walking down. Is Shiro going to be able to hit the shot? The flash is good.
Headshot onto blameF. Oh, Axile. The dexterous man that he is. Dancing back and forth towards T-steps. Slaughters 2 of them. And Astralis. This round is quickly getting away from them. HE goes over the top of Config's head, dents his hair. But can he reply back? Look at the moves he's making. Sees them, lines up the first 2. Oh, he wanted to peek out for the 3rd as well, but Hobbit will be able to hit the head. And it goes down to the 2-on-2. Farlig's got bomb control.
Bombs down in second mid. There's lots of time left. A whole minute for players. They drop a smoke on the bomb. He is going to grab it. He should be able to make it up middle. Tag, but not the frag. Bomb is going to go down inside of the A site. They don't know where the second player is. They know that Farlig's bottom mid. Zip is actually inside of Halls now and enters. He's looking for it. The 2-star players so far this map for players. That is 14 and 5 on both of them as Inters and Hobbit in the 2 versus 1. Can Farlig do something amazing?
Farlig walking up. It'll be a really rough fight for him, but he hits the first. It's all down to the 1v1. Hobbit tucked in towards the pit, and he will punish. Peeks out and stops it. Then and there. Farlig. Oh, a tight round to be left in. It looked like maybe there was a possibility, but Astralis will not be stealing that one. The clutches are falling in favor of players. An awful lot here on Inferno.
And Config did a great job to bring that one back. He got the 2 kills from the window aggression, brought it to the 3 versus 3, but when he swung out into the halls, there was 2 of them waiting for him. They land the shots. Config, he couldn't find the 3rd, and now again, Astralis' money that's broken. They've sent 4 over to B, and Shiro, he's aggressive. They don't know he's here. He might get one for free, but he backs up. Molotov was burning him.
HE thrown towards the top. T's backing off. Mid control potentially about to be fought for as well. Glaive's here. He was playing close towards the smoke, but he's gone back towards the bomb site now. Links up with his teammate in Config and Farlig. So a 3-player setup towards quad, whilst Arch gets smoked off. And Astralis, they're aggressing down Banana as well.
Molotov should do a decent job in isolating them, but Hobbit loses out against Farlig, and now they know. Config's boosted, he's swinging, he finds a second, and Shiro with the miss allows Config to get away, and Inters is trying to lurk out of the halls, but he's been smoked, and Config is holding for him.
Config's only on 15 HP. A well-placed bullet from either Inters or Shiro could bring them into a potential round, but no, Config on the fast face hits Inters. They're clearing out on Shiro's angle as well, and it'll be the quick trade between both sides. Glaive knew where he was, stops it, and another round goes in favor of the CTs.
The force buy for Astralis, winning it out. This game has been so back and forth in this first half. You have to say, it is players who are coming out on top. They're the ones on the T side. They are the ones who are now eventually going to get to switch over to that second half, go on the CT side. They've already won the half. The buy's not great for him here. It's not ideal. Only the one rifle on Nafany. What are they going to do with these pistols? They're already almost out of utility. It's just the 2 smokes and 2 flashes.
First flash going to be thrown. And it seems like they want to try and just hit some domes with these Tech 9. Sprinting round onto Arch side for Config. He kills 2. Axel flicks back with a Tech. And will deliver the bullet straight to the cranium. Hobbit slowed down.
Whoa.
Balcony bombardment. Axel trades onto Farlig. And it's down to a 2v3. Glaive in the pit. Posted up behind the barrel. Ready to burst them. About a minute left on the clock here. Galil in the hands of Axel. He's already had 2 frags. He wants a third. Wild spray comes out. A hailstorm of bullets. Barely missing one to Xyp9x. Hobbit can't do much there. Drops. And so does the round. Astralis with 7.
As close of a half as we can get. 8-7. It does favor players, though, because now, like I was saying, they're going over to the CT side, the more favored side. And this game has been so close, and the clutches making such a huge difference. Players have just won out on so many of them. Multiple times throughout that half, they were able to win it. And now, what's Astralis going to be able to do on the T side? They're going to have to seriously show some balls here. Going up against this player's team because they are on the back foot. 2 nade sets being purchased. The smoke double flash for Farlig and Glaive. And where is the play going to be? Where are all these nades going to be used?
Flash up middle. Glaive will set up with a utility. His teammates will go sprinting up through the apartments and look to evict the CT side control off the A site. 4 players, 2 of them waiting back towards Graveyard and Pit. There's the feek off the back of the flash, and Axel hits the head of Xyp9x. Shiro's down to just 9 HP, but he's still alive pivotally. Oh, Axel as well. That's a follow-up kill onto Farlig. And Hobbit, he's got the rotation. Sees Config jumping in the air, but he won't be jumping for joy because he's dead. And it's all down onto Glaive towards the B site. He'll run around a corner, and Inters will clock him in the jaw.
Astralis trying to go for the Halls pop there, but they just seemed so disconnected on where they wanted to go. Some players jumping out into lane, they were blind. Someone staying up inside of Halls. There's people running into CT spawn. It seemed like just to create chaos and hope for the best sort of situation. At least that's what it devolved into.
Yeah, see if you can find something and then run off the back of it, but nothing really went their way at all.
So that is players picking up the second half pistol, starting off this CT side just about as well as they could have hoped for. Nobody even died. Not a single kill went the way of Astralis. Not even one.
And this is the 3rd and final map. Inferno is the decider between these 2 teams. 1 ticket up for grabs for the PGL Major in Antwerp. And at the minute, players, they're eyeing it up. They want to get their hands on it. They want it to be theirs. And they've got a few rounds of lead over Astralis to make that dream become a reality.
They go for the full eco. It's just the Glocks. They're running around. They're jumping. They're vibing. Get the movement prac in, you know. Jump rail to rail. Don't kill the chicken. You leave that chicken. He's living his best life.
It's a bad omen if you do.
Yeah.
The other benefit is as well of a Glock round like this, at least, you do have time to talk.
Yeah.
which can actually be worth its weight in gold. Sometimes you tunnel vision, get too sucked into the game, and can't make the adjustments that you need. If you can, try not to get killed by the MP9 as well and give a boatload of money over to players. Obviously not really your choice, but avoid it if possible.
And there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hard to avoid.
Uh-oh.
At least that one was unintentional.
So sad, though. He was just going out for a walk, and then he gets blown up by a grenade. Shiro hits the first head onto Farlig, gets away as well and stays alive. So all of the CTs keep their weapons into that round. Very clean.
And actually not a single kill by one of the MP9s.
Great play by Astralis.
Yeah, what perfect round by Astralis, intentionally avoiding every single one of the MP9s.
Genius. The MP9 radar there working to perfection.
This is Glaive, the tactical mastermind, coming out yet again. And so it is going to be the full buy coming in now. The thing is, if you go for that full save on the second round, third round buy means you either have to sacrifice flashes or the Molotov on the T side. You see a couple people sacrifice the flashes, a couple sacrifice the mollies. And so it's not full utility. It's not perfect, but 3 MP9s for the side of players. This is a bonus round for them. If they win this one, if they bring some of those AKs over into the next, that is worst case scenario for Astralis.
They flash out onto quad, so Config can peek. Response back from players as well. Glaive, paranoid, spams away. So they have a little bit of a read on where 2 of the T's are. They are starting to make their move up towards top banana. Hobbit has a Molotov. He can drop this if push comes to shove. Bomb's just down towards T steps as well, so no commit yet from Astralis.
There it is. Counter util being dropped. For a second, I thought that might be some kind of one-way for Nafany. The way he threw it, it looked like it was like a lineup, and I was like, oh, what's he going to do? It's nothing. It's just a smoke.
Yeah.
I really like to overthink these little things.
There's the beauty of CS, even the smallest detail can have a far bigger impact on the overall game. Could be some impact here as well. Nafany with the MP9. As he swings out, takes one man down before Config trades, and they're pushing up. The Pit Punisher of Axile delivering bullets, but not being able to set him up on a date with a Coroner just yet. The Molotov will make him move away. 52 HP, playing on the off angle. 1 bullet from Farlig's all they need, but they need to get the bomb down. Time is tight, and they do get the plant off into the 3v2 now.
The flick from Config is just absolutely insane. He is so good in those moments. The flick down, if that double kill comes out, there's a chance for players into the round. If Config drops and the player in pit can just survive, they had the opportunity. They had the chance. Also, just so sad for Axile inside of the pit that he's not able to find a kill on those players crossing to site. So much damage. And now they are just saving, and now that is going to be Inters with the MP9 trying to farm some cash, trying to just take the gun away from the T's. This is working perfectly. He's going to drop. Blamef dies. He's going to be able to recover an AK. They take all 5 guns out of their hands. Astralis will take the round, and they'll take that. You do need those. But at the same time, they have just completely broken their economy.
You're still going to be happy you get the big commodity that is the round.
That's huge.
Oh, yeah. That's lovely, man. But like you're saying, I mean, a very, very costly one overall. And the knock-on effect is, look at the buy. 3 MAC-10s, 1 AK, and a Galil. Oh.
Versus the CTs, who off the bonus, 2 M4s, 2 AKs, and an op. This doesn't even feel like you won the round.
No, worlds apart. Ooh. So close on getting the opening pick towards middle there as well. Xyp9x, he's just survived on 9 HP from the early commotion.
And even worse now, if you're Astralis and you do lose this round, your money bonus is worse than it would have been if you had just lost the last one. So these are the economic games that come into play when you're playing Counter-Strike. That's why the game is so beautiful.
And this could be brutal from players. they're able to pick this round up, they're basically getting 2 for the price of 1. Smoke onto Arch side. Flash over the top to quell the push from Astralis. They all peek out together. Axel on top of the balcony wants to be a bit of a bruiser and does not want to leave players looking like losers in this round. He throws out the flash, buys some time. Shiro rotates back around as well. He's inside of the library, but can he read the play from the tees? Knows there's one man there, hits the shot. That's the bullet into the head of Config. Axel on the elevated peak, hits Farlig as well, and it's not looking good for the T side. 1 by 1, all the frags are going to be farmed up. BlameF gets 1 kill, but it's too little too late as players make it to 11.
The crossfire was perfect. Shiro finding that lurk on Config as well. Doesn't jump the gun, doesn't rotate. As soon as he hears the moto smoke, he doesn't just go running over to try to get to the site. He stays posted on the lurk play. He stays watching. He wants to make sure that there's nothing funny happening, and he gets the kill onto Config, and then the crossfire in sight works to perfection. Axile in the pit, doing exactly what he does best, finds the opening as they come up short, and that is going to be players resetting the economy of Astralis. They're going to be on eco, and what can they do about it? Hobbit finds Config. He tried to run up Banana and get the opening with the P250, but Hobbit with the M4 is just a little bit too strong for him.
All of the T's bouncing their way through the apartments. Oh, watch your head, BlameF.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
that,
jumped
thing,
straight into the fan.
that thing was going a little faster. Could just really cut you real deep.
Yeah, decapitation could have occurred there. It looks like, again, this is another round they're basically just using as an existence timeout.
Yeah.
Just talk it out. You need to. Figure out what exactly you want to adjust when you get your next buy.
Yeah, Glaive's doing a lot of talking, actually. You could just see it. He was being very vocal.
Yeah. Glaive and BlameF having a big back and forth.
Yeah. Like gargantuan back and forth, even. A Ganch forth.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
So it feels like they've been able to have the discussion they wanted. They'll now commit to just get the round over. They go running up towards the B site. There's a pick into the back as Xyp9x will go down to the AK of Axel. And they just walk in with the Glocks. 1 P250 in amongst the ranks for BlameF. But easy pickings, and players will be happy to take this 12. Ooh. Bit of a dink though, Hobbit. 3 frags, but he does take a bullet to the hat.
I was just thinking, where did Glaive find a USP? Oh, when Config died top of B, I bet Hobbit switched to the P250 because I saw Glaive running up Banana and he had a USP, and I'm like, how did that?
Where did he get that
Yeah,
from?
like how did that happen? Like that's odd. But yeah, no, I'm sure Hobbit switched to the P250 of Config, so that's why he had the USP. There wasn't a whole lot to think about in that round, so that I really had to. I was like,
Yeah.
this is curious.
Kind of sus. Where did you
Yeah.
get that USP from, bro?
Yeah, sussy. You can't buy those on T side.
Yeah.
Who does he know? What merchant is he speaking to?
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
USP, please.
You should be able to buy a USP on T side.
Yeah.
It's silly
kinda
that you
fun.
can't really.
Would be fun.
Just make it the same price as like the P250. Instead of you would see people dropping USPs instead of P250s on
Oh,
T
it
side.
would happen, yeah. Just as a preference, even.
Yeah. Well, especially on pistol rounds. Just because it's just more accurate than the P250.
For players, though, preferably, they want to secure themselves the 13th round here in the 21st. It's a 12-8 split in the third map. Players getting dangerously close. Close?
Close.
Close. Close.
Dangerously close to this next round.
Oh, yeah, mate. Nice, yeah. And it will be like a big brawl
Oh, no.
as they go running into the B site. Hobbit just spamming away, but none of the bullets going to land. Shiro hits the close quarter shot on BlameF. What's going on? Farlig! He runs out, kills Inters, tries to get the flick off, but Axel will stop it then and there. And this is looking Larry Davey, 3 on 4. They're in the B site. They've got the bomb towards pool. 40 seconds on the clock as the rotate's coming round. It's a stalemate at the site. And Glaive's just holding. Meanwhile, over at A, Nathany, he's thinking,
Oh.
what's happening here, Glaive? He's going to turn the round back on. Hits the head of Hobbit. And they finally get the bomb down.
And they were just still not sure if the bomb was actually going to be committed to the B site. The stall out from Astralis is perfect. Their smokes faded, and they knew that players was going to have to peek into them and start to clear things out. They know Glaive is in the back of the site. Smoke is going to come out towards Banana. They have one more for the bomb if they need it. That's on Shiro, and you can see he wants to get in front of it. He doesn't want to let that one go. Zip in front of the smoke now, and he's going to look for the face. They have this close angle. Glaive deep and Config close, and the shots go the way of the CTs. Everything does. Shiro with 2. The setup from Glaive and Config I thought might be the round winner, but Shiro with the headshot on the AK. He's known for the op, but he shows here that he can do it with the rifle.
Shiro, the showstopper. Oh, crazy plays into this round. So many small moments of madness, but the retake works. They get it. 13-8. Players so close to picking this game up now. 3 rounds is all they need to win on Inferno and make it to the PGL Major. Astralis, they're just down to the pistols.
Broken the economy yet again. I mean, players are just winning these rounds consecutively. That Molotov landing exactly how Shiro planned it in the second middle. And what's Astralis going to do with the Force? They have quite a bit of utility still. Like Farlig, he's got all of the nades. 5 smokes still up for the T side. That's a big investment on a round like this. They must have some form of plan for them. Use one to take top mid control, potentially try to get into CT spawn. As Shiro's gonna walk up and just find the free pick onto Farlig, and now the T's, the counter nades, push them all the way back, and they're gonna run over to B. Farlig with all of that utility drops.
It's a costly death for Astralis. And this is not going to be an easy feat for them. They're going in towards the B site. They smoke back at CT. There's a boost in play. Glaive spamming out rapid shots on the Tech 9, but all of them just warnings. None of them actually looking to hard commit for a pick. With 38 seconds left, you're not leaving yourself much time for error here on the push into B.
No. No more flashes either, and Shiro's here.
Oh, Shiro! He doesn't need a scope! He's gonna do it just with a raw mouse one. Has some fun into this round and enters in the elevated angle. Shiro really doesn't need the scope. He's taking this too far. Oh!
He's done it again. The no scope from CT on the repeat, and look at him. He is feeling it now. You do not do that as an opera unless you are flowing with confidence. He had a bad game on Dust 2, but he is right back into this one. Opens up the round, and that shot onto Config. It doesn't get much better. And then, of course, the man planting the bomb. Through the smoke, through the coffin, no scope necessary.
God, he's in spawn with a screwdriver. He's taken the scope off his AWP. And he is wielding it like a blunderbuss, just blowing everyone away. God damn, players. They are in cruise control now on Inferno, Davey. They know how close they are to securing that ticket to the major, and it is just a formality to shut this one down. Astralis, realizing their backs are against the walls. They look shook.
14-8. 2 more rounds. If Astralis want to battle this one back, they need a minimum of 7 to get to that 15. And players now, money built up on the CT side. Look at how many rounds in a row. Gun rounds on the T side of Inferno. Astralis is going to have to win to break the economy of players. And Axile, he wants to get aggressive. Look at them. They're pushing right through. This should be one for free towards middle. He spotted him. No, he just creeps right across. Shiro's going to respond, and they've taken top mid control, but they have no idea there's a man behind them, and his name is Axile. He's going to find the bomb, and now, oh, this round is going to be falling apart for Astralis.
Axile.
Does he see the bomb?
Like a mother hen.
He did.
He can nest up on this bomb and wait for the round to hatch. Hatching a plan to assassinate in the rear. They come running straight past him. Farlig has no idea, but Glaive, he'll be able to hit the flick, takes him down and stops it.
That is massive that Glaive gets that trade. I thought for sure that's a guaranteed double for Axile, but look at this too. Shiro, he's aggressive. He finds the kill in top mid, and he heard the player rotating off of window, so there's still 2 CTs in the B site. It's going to be the 3-on-2 execute, and they don't have Molotovs to push them out.
Here comes the push. They want to run in through the smoke. The 2-man setup towards the back of the site. Inter's ready to slump him in the face, and it will be the easy frags falling in favor of Hobbit. Gives his teammate a love tap because they have picked up match point here on the 3rd map in this series.
And what a play. Axile going aggressive. He wasn't able to find the second, but it doesn't actually matter. He gets so much information, and as soon as Glaive spins around to kill him, then he can tell his teammates, hey, there's one more banana, Glaive is going back for the bomb, and there's might be one towards top mid. We're not really sure, so Shiro peeks out knowing that at most there's one top middle. At most. And he finds the kill, gets the information, and that allows him to keep 2 players towards the B site. Pop flash towards top middle, and Hobbit opens it up. The last round of this game, potentially, and the first kill goes the way of players. That's Hobbit at banana as Shiro gets forced off of long. Oh.
Astralis running into the A site. Axile ready for the attack, snipes down Config, there's the follow-up frag, but Glaive busts through the door, waving a 4-4, and Axile ain't breathing no more. Goodbye to Nafany as well, as they keep it clutch, 2 versus 3. Round 24 could still be a potential pickup for Astralis. They've got site control. Glaive, he's tucked into the site with a bomb on his back, but they don't want to commit to the plant yet. He's gonna weave his way back around, go for the safer plant. The CTs, they've found their opening. They've got back over. Shiro, he's scared to death. He's scared to look. And Glaive, he's going to leave him shook. Fires off the warning shot. Hard committing for this, but it's getting dangerous, Davey. Runs back. Headshot from Inters. All on Zipnix, but he ain't picking this up. You can't fix that as players get 16 and they're going to the major.
They absolutely are, and look at them. They are the first team EURMRB players make it all the way to the major. They take down the Legends of Astralis, the 4-time major winners, going down to that 2-1 bracket. But huge congratulations to players. That was a massive...